We decide where we will go. Right here, this team, right now, every step.
Splashes it through. Oh, what a big shot.
Wear them down with our effort. Wear them down with the consistency of it.
Virginia's going to win anyway. Unbelievable. Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Stellar One Bank and by UVA Health System and by Geico and by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly,
these guys really want to improve, and they're willing to put the time in, and they're willing to suffer.
Gets along for three. He launches up another three. It's 11 and counting as he splashes it through.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Sarah White from the swim team. We've got some great stories for you from the Virginia Athletics. First, we'll take a look at highlights from Thursday night's men's basketball game in Blacksburg.
Backs it out to Evans, now to Harris, unleashes the three, and he drills it. Virginia strikes first. 1 of 13 shooting. If you like shooting, this has not been a pretty game. Kevin Jones into the game. He fires up a three, and he cans it from the foot-point right. Going to leave Jones alone for a moment. He dumps into Toby. Toby turns around and knocks down the 11-foot jumper. Mitchell going for the steal around the top of the arc, but Barksdale holds on, and it sets up an easy two-hand dunk. The front court, it's Eric Green dribbling behind his back, working on the defense from Evans. Pull-up jumper, boy, that is unbelievable as he fades away and cans a 17-footer. Tony Bennett wants a timeout.
I know Coach was a little disappointed. I think there was like a miscue or something defensively, yeah. And Coach McKay came over to me and he just said, settle down. I looked at him, I said, it's a long game. We got nothing to worry about.
Stop to Evans. Evans will send it to Nolte. Pass over to the near side. Harris spots up, fires away from three, and he splashes it through. That was a much-needed three-pointer. Nolte trying to draw a whistle, lobs the shot up, no good, but there's the put-in for Toby, who was right where he needed to be. He hands off to Evans, now it goes back to Anderson. He sends a cross-court pass to Harris, fires away from three, and he cans another. Joe Harris, his third three-pointer of the night. Should have put in the scores table. Meantime, it's Anderson at the top of the arc, feeding to Nolte. Three-pointer on the way in, good. Evan Nolte drills another one. Virginia starting to bang home the three-pointers.
Things were just clicking for us offensively. I thought we did a good job of always finding the extra guy, always making the extra pass and finding the open guy for a great shot.
Pump fake from Harris on the other end. Now he'll launch up another three.
Obviously, we made some threes, shared the ball. When you look at the assist to turnovers, that was important for us. Whether it was Joe, who was hot, or Evan, guys just made some good plays, and that's nice to see when the ball moves like that. And they were rhythm shots. I know we took a lot of threes, but those were the shots because Tech was really jamming the lane the way they were playing off of John Tell and some of the other guys. So it was our ability to maybe pin them in with some screens and then take those, and it always looks good when that ball's going through the basket.
The Hokies wearing the maroon uniforms, and the fans all clad in maroon as well. Here's a pass to the back cutter, Jesperson, who lays it in off the window with a foul. And Virginia continuing to launch up the long shots, and they've had good success so far. What a job by Green as he spins his way down the lane on the other side.
It was make Eric earn his looks, and then the other guys just nothing easy. Now they got a couple slips at the rim, but for the most part, we were in position, just trying to get the ball out of, like Wake Forest did, trying to get the ball out of Eric's hands or at least push him out as far as possible. But they were keyed on him so much that I think it gave our guys a little more of a tip to go after the ball when they did, and those were big ones for us.
They have They've got to find a way to slow him down. He loses the ball. It's poked away by Anderson. Feeds ahead to Toby. Toby's ahead of the pick and throws it down with a one-hand slam.
And that's those types of plays which has probably helped to earn that scholarship.
Nolte fires from three, and he connects from the near wing right. Evan Nolte, Justin Anderson, and Hugh Mitchell also out there. Nolte gets alone for three. He launches up another three. It's 11 and counting as he splashes it through. A season high.
I thought we did a great job of getting an open guy the ball tonight. We had lots of open rhythm looks. I thought we just did a really good job getting him the ball, setting good screens, and shooting it with confidence. The main things this whole season that we've really tried to work on is staying focused and our consistency with that throughout the whole entire 40 minutes, the length of a game. When they hit a couple shots, I think we still got back on our defense set. We worked the ball on offense, tried to get open rhythm looks, and I think we did a good job of being consistent tonight.
Here's a pass down low on the other side. Harris pump faking, gets his man in the air, lays it in with the right hand. Cavaliers now opening it up.
It's a quick turnaround. There'll be a great challenge, and they play four guards, so we'll have to be ready. It's not like we change who we are, but I hope our guys will go home and have the great passion and energy that they had the last couple games.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. The women's basketball team hosted Boston College at JPJ. Let's take a look at the game story.
Franklin driving right baseline on Tessa Holt. Got to the right block. Threw it out to Egwood at the free throw line. 4 to shoot. Top of the key. Crosby. 3. Yes. Roll it in. With the left-hand dribble. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. In and out. No good. Rebound. Zinovich off the window and good with the right hand. See it into the front court. Swinging right wing to Franklin against the man-to-man. Screen and roll with McCall. Franklin got down the lane all the way to the rack and scored. Off the window with the right hand. And Wolf will give top of the key to McCall. Lobbing for Egwu in the lane. One dribble, drop step right baseline off the window, banking good. Nothing will give it back to Colomb. Alexa driving with the right hand, got down the lane and laid it off the window with the right hand around Pitts. Ties the game at 10. 10 to shoot. Now to Garner around the perimeter to Crosby. Crosby backing up. 6 to shoot. 5 to shoot at the top of the arc. Crossover, hesitation, step back, got it to Garner. 1 to shoot. Forced it up off the window, banking good from 18 feet.
She got I think she got a transition basket. She threw that one shot up. Jaren comes in and she spells China or Frankie or Kelsey for a few minutes, and it's going to bode well for us again at end of February when these guys aren't playing 39 minutes a game.
Right wing, guarded by Shields, lobs into Egwu. Back out to Franklin to pump the 3 right wing, bam! She stroked it, 15-11 Virginia at 8:45. Wolf. Gonna throw it out to Garner at the top of the key. She drives hard with the right hand floater, good. The first year with a couple of baskets here early, 17-13 Virginia by 4 at 8:05. Right wing, uses the high screen and roll from Zinovich. Now to Shields for 3, right wing, good again. And laser that drops in for Carrie Shields. The high screen from Egwu to the right wing. Crosby gives it top of the key to Immobile, lobbing for Egwu, great pass. Caught it left baseline, drop step good with the left hand. Now we'll move it. Going left wing to Franklin with 11, with 10. Top of the key to Wolf with 9. They throw it to Egwu, free throw line with 8. Hands off to Wolf, going right baseline, laid it off the window with the left hand. With 3 seconds. 2, here's Holt with 1. And Doherty's half-court heave, no good. And that's how the first half will end. Virginia by 6, 33-27. Right baseline, Boudreau got it into Doherty. The jumper right baseline, no good. Too strong. Rebound to Franklin. Right to left comes Virginia. Franklin looking up the floor to Crosby. Crosby, left elbow jumper in transition. Rise and fire, drop it in. Jaren Garner, man-to-man for BC. Bounce pass to Franklin, top of the arc. Now left elbow to Immobile. Hands off Franklin, going left baseline, laid it in with the right hand. It back to Wolf on the left wing, guarded by the first year. Going to go baseline on her spin move. And the running right-hander in and out, no good. Rebound Immobile, out strong, and the foul!
I thought Sarah I came in and gave us great minutes. I thought Jaren gave us some great minutes. Jazz. So, yeah, we need that. We need it.
Franklin gives to Wolf at the top of the arc. She wants the straight-on 3. Give it to her. Cavaliers looking efficient here offensively. 10 to shoot, working clock. Here's Wolf going right baseline, got around. Shields reverse layup off the window as Shields fell down. Shot rebound to Mobio. Franklin wants to three right wing and answers.
We ask her to be a leader. We ask her to be a threat on offense. We ask her to defend their best player. I mean, we ask a lot of her. And I thought when I said in the locker room, I was just happy for these last two games. You can really finally see her offense coming. I mean, she gives you whatever you ask her. And so it's nice to have those players get that payoff.
It just feels great to be with just a part of the history of the university and just be able to contribute to that. And on top of it, win.
Gives to Crosby, right wing, lobbing for Egwu, wide open right baseline, layup good with the right hand.
Every win in this conference, you're tallying them up, going, okay, 500, you want to be over 500, you want, so every win matters, every loss matters, you know. So the ones that you're supposed to get and can't get, you want to get.
With one, and that is the ball game. The Cavalier women have made it 2 straight in the ACC. They defeat Boston College 69-57.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by UVA Health System. We're for fans everywhere, and we're for the Cavaliers.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. The swimming and diving teams faced off ACC rival North Carolina last week. Here's the recap.
We got off to a really great start. We haven't won the 200 medley relay against North Carolina in 4 years. Getting off on the right foot, winning that relay, being energized by the divers. Again, our divers were terrific for the men. JB Colad broke the school record in the 3 meter diving event prior to the meet starting. That gave us energy, that gave us momentum.
We really just wanted to come in and swim really well and get out after our races right from the get-go. Just really try and show them what we're made of.
Divers gave us a lot of support. We were able to go into the individual medley with a lead, but the meet still had the potential, based on the finish of the IM, to go down to the last relay. Fortunately, our IMers had a great day, and we went first and second there. They secured the victory, and then we were able to come back and have a good relay to finish it up.
This meet for like years and years has been like so exciting, and I remember like watching results before I even came here and like hearing about like the rivalry. Having done 2 now, it's such an exciting meet, and once you get in it and just kind of like swim for each other, and even though like we're all really broken down right now, but we just like all go out there and like do our best, and it usually works out really well.
Going into the relay, the girls just said, keep it close for Lawrence. Don't worry, she'll be there at the end, we'll win. There's such a powerful anchor leg on their relays.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. The men's tennis team competes at the ITA kickoff weekend at Boar's Head Sports Club. We sat down with head coach Brian Boland to preview the event.
There's a special energy about this team. They realize the pressure that's on them, and they've embraced that. We've been so close so many times to winning an NCAA title. We've been a quarterfinalist or better since 2004 and been a top 8 seed since then, and has of course spent many, many weeks at #1, including going into the NCAA tournament. So I think that they feel that extra pressure, but that's not a bad thing. They just need to embrace it, and they will. 5 of our starting 6 back from last year, including our top 3, the big 3 of Jameer Jenkins, Alex Damajan, Mitchell Frank, who've all spent time in the top 5 in the country. And then we have a new freshman, Max Deisinger, who's already made a big impact in college tennis nationally, being a top 10 player. And the depth of our lineup from last year, even Julian Jurgen and Justin Shane. We're also excited about having a group of 6 new freshmen who have really bought into it. They love the program, and they wear the orange and blue with a lot of pride. They know what the goals are. We don't need to talk about it that much, but they do a good job. They come to work every day, and they try to become better, and they push each other to become better. So it's a special group. These guys really want to improve, and they're willing to put the time in, and they're willing to suffer. One of the things I've always tried to do is find that 1%. You know, what can make us 1% better this year? What can make us 1% better in this category? Always trying to find that edge, and we wanted to start a little bit slower this year, have fewer matches, kind of build a foundation for the season with our strength and conditioning and our fitness. And we're only playing the kickoff weekend and then the national indoors in Seattle, assuming we qualify this coming weekend in our first 2 matches, which will be exciting to play at home. I just have great people around me, wonderful student athletes, and we couldn't be more excited about the year. You know, we just need to let it happen and enjoy the journey.
Coming up after the break. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.
Head football coach Mike London finalized his staff with experienced coaches and former Cavaliers. Here are the profiles of the 4 new hires.
I'm excited about the opportunity to have added some very, very good and very quality coaches that have made themselves available to this staff. There's over 100 years of coaching experience. There's leadership, there's all types of knowledge that I think that these positions and the coaches that have come here that can help our team move forward in the ultimate goal of winning championships. This is about getting men here that can help us win.
We've known Mike, we've known Regina for a long time. I recruited his brother when I was here before. I know the family, and always had a great fondness for Charlottesville and Virginia. So it was a great opportunity to come and see if I can help him win a championship, and that's what we're here to do. I intend to be the best assistant he's ever had. I think I have a unique perspective of having sat in that chair for 16 years. I was a coordinator for 6 years before that. I've done those things, I've been there. I was fortunate enough to be in the McHugh Center when it was built. The only difference is I had my office at the far end, as far away from George as I could. Now I'm right next to Mike. That's the biggest change. I moved down the hall. Back at Navy for Coach Welsh, I coached the tackles and tight ends. You need a tackle-through-tackle coach the way football is today, and you need a tight end coach because they're involved in the running game, they're involved in the passing game, so that is intriguing too because you're involved in all aspects of the offense now.
I've coached at enough schools in the ACC, and I kind of said to myself when this came about, why coach anywhere else in the ACC? Why don't I coach for the school I played at? So to me, that's the exciting part of this aspect, and not coaching at one of the other schools, so it's good for me. I'm a guy that likes to play fast, so I want my players to play fast. You got to be able to play fast, play physical, and play smart. You don't want pre-snap and post-snap penalties. With all the different things that come into play now with the spread and this and that, you got to be able to play fast, you got to be able to line up fast, and my big thing as a teacher is you got to teach them what to stop, what to expect and what to stop, and try and keep it as simple as possible, be as aggressive as possible.
You get one opportunity to make a difference in the ballgame, and you have 25 of those one opportunities, so you got to make them count. It's about believability, and the kids got to buy into the culture of the importance of it. You really have to get them to buy in as young freshmen. I think that's where they start. Those kids getting it going and building it from freshman to sophomore to junior to senior. That's how you change the culture. Obviously, I'm going to need the help of the seniors first, though. That's where it's got to start. It takes those kids to step up and say, "Hey, guys, let's get after it. We got to make more of a difference in this part of the program."
To start grad school and then have the opportunity to be promoted to full-time staff, you can't write a better story if you try to. My heart is here. I've shed blood, sweat, and tears on these practice fields, weight rooms, and the stadium. And to have the opportunity to come back and try to coach players to get them better, to make them better men, get their degree. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better opportunity. Hopefully we can put things in place this year that gives us the best chance to be very, very successful on offense, which will add to the other 2 phases of the game, which give us the best chance to win week in and week out.
Hey, when we touch that field again, man, it's time to rock and roll. All in, continue our dominance, man. Campaign for greatness. Campaign for greatness.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We have some great home games this week, so come out and support the Cavaliers. Wrestling hosts NC State on Sunday at Mem Gym. Men's basketball hosts NC State Tuesday night at John Paul Jones Arena. And women's basketball hosts Georgia Tech on Friday, February 3rd. We'll be back next week with more great stories and highlights from Virginia Athletics. I'm Sarah White, and until next time, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Stellar One Bank. In banking, there's good, better, and stellar. Visit Stellar One Bank today to see the difference. And by UVA Health System. We're for fans everywhere, and we're for the Cavaliers. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.